Brothers and sisters, how y'all doing? Hope all is well with you. You know, peace and blessings be to you all. Want to come to you all and speak today. Tonight, I just want to, just bring some knowledge and understanding. As you know, the times that we're in and the journey that you're on. So you are aware of these things. That's to say the topics that I speak on. But for those who may not be aware, who may just be coming to this spiritual journey, seeking understanding, seeking knowledge and truth, hope this may be some help to you. So to get into it, the truth is more valuable than anything in this day and age. The truth comes from the Most High. The word spoken from the beginning that even created this that we see even today. What made it all possible, pretty much. And in this day and age, the truth has been rather, I wouldn't say done away with, because it still exists. But it's been hidden, The world works its efforts to water down the truth, to make it seem as if it's not there, to the point where the lie becomes the truth, and the lie is this world itself. For us, as mankind, it's important to understand the story, the story of the garden, and how we, pretty much ended up here, Now, I've spoken on that in previous videos, but it's more to come as even on that topic as well. But the truth is the salvation even from this world, that's to say to bring us out of this world, and as I even say the truth, understand that coming to the truth, you come to the realization that there is a struggle that's going to come with receiving the truth and seeking to live in the truth. And it's not wrong. It's not the truth that makes it that way, but it's rather the world that makes it that way, to keep you bound and in bondage to this false reality. Within you lies the truth as well. And what matters is rather if you allow it to dwell within you. The potential of the truth lies within you. And for mankind, imagine it like this. The Father creation itself, was made by the light that He spoke. Now, letting something else in other than the light creates darkness, That's to say it really pretty much puts out the light. And this world is filled with poison and darkness. If we allow it into us, then that light becomes minimized. That is the depiction of this world and of also the lost man. Understanding that, you have to understand to let the truth dwell within you, or so to say, to let the light dwell within you, you have to resist letting the things of this world in. And I'll tell you the truth is that because the world, the darkness of the world is all around us, you know, an unseen darkness, that's to say, not an actual physical darkness, but rather it's a spiritual darkness. You have to understand these things, man. The world feeds off of the things of the flesh, you know, our lust, pride, you know, envy, gluttony, you know, just all of these things, you know, just our lost ways, man, the things in which we lose ourselves to as mankind. You know, the world feeds off of these things, and so the world is built off of these things. It's like the world is like it's like an advertisement, you know, that seeks to pull you in, you know. And when you are comfortable in this state of the world, it's not really even much that the world or the enemy has to do to get you to stay down. So understand, man, like in this world, the way we've been programmed to just accept the ways of this world, you know, that's the design. But just as many say, man, the only way is up, you know. When we don't really have that awareness and understanding, the only way is up. And I want to let you all know that, you know, who may be new to this journey, you know, struggling to really see it for what it is or take it serious, you know, just understand, you know, and strive, you know, to really come up out of this struggle, up out of this mire, you know, this clay. Come up, rise above the carnal self, you know, because the enemy is waging war on the desires of the flesh. So you have to be in spirit, you know. And as we know, if you've been on this journey, even I say for myself, you know, in the beginning, you know, it takes time, you know. But to you all who may be new to it, you know, and have come to the, you know, the understanding of the salvation, you know, I just say, man, just keep going, you know. I know that this journey comes with struggles, you know, and this battle comes with, you know, something that's trying to, you know, it's not a battle unless somebody trying to, you know, attack you, you know. But what you do, your part in this spiritual journey, a heavy part is resistance of the darkness. Understand, darkness doesn't have power over you unless you allow it, you know. And so imagine if there was someone seeking to tempt you. Let's say if there's a woman seeking to tempt the man only has to resist that woman, you know. And even as I see and as we see lust being you know, magnified, you know, that's to say these people who you look up to, they provoke the spirit of lust, you know. And you got to understand who is on the enemy side and who is on your side. Just because pleasure can be provided and entertainment can be provided does not mean that these people are for you, you know. And so you have to understand that you have to be able to see past your own pleasures, the things that give you pleasure, the people who give you pleasure, and understand that these people and these things, if you don't have self-control, you know, can pretty much go against you. And that also understand, you know, don't be that person to be a weapon of the enemy and leading others astray, all for selfish gain. You know, to be one who not only destroys others but also self-destructs, you know. And these things they sound like there would be something of common knowledge to understand, but the deception of this world makes it, you know, makes it possible if you're not aware, if you're not using your mind, if you're not really paying attention. So you gotta pay attention, you know, for the women especially, when it comes to being objects or being pretty much utilized as tools or weapons or objects of the enemy. You know, this is not, you know, of any doing but the enemies. And the benefit that can come from it, you have to, for one, man, you have to understand self-respect for yourself, you know, value for yourself. You know, we can't continue to allow ourselves to live in the ways of, you know, failures from our past ancestors or elders and all those things, all those people. You know, we have to learn. We have to learn, man. And your ability and your will to learn from mistakes, from past failures, is what, you know, will really determine, you know, who you are, you know, your value. You have to value yourself. A lot of the youth is being misled, you know, at a young age to take this route. For the man, it's like, you know, for the man, it's of course in taking a route of rather being like the serpent, you know, using and abusing, you know, women, not really, you know, valuing the woman. And make no mistake, as a man even, I don't say to just treat a woman as, what would I say, royalty when she's not valuing herself as such. But if anything, a man carries himself in a way where there can be something learned without causing harm, without playing a part in, you know, the destruction that's going on, you know. So in that, a lot of men, you know, think that it's nothing to, you know, having no sexual discipline. But even as a man, to value yourself, you know, you won't settle for, you know, the things that are out here, and you have a sense of value, man. You have a sense of value. It's that simple. You have a sense of discipline, you know. And that's just mandatory, you know. That's mandatory. For the women, of course, you know, being brought up to be, you know, seen as sex objects. And in the mind of the woman even, is a war when you want to be seen, or you want to be seen, you know, so you dress up, you know, what would I say, provocatively, you know, or you live a, you know, pretty much a undisciplined sexual life, you know. But at the end of the day, what I would expect, or you would think, for everyone to eventually want is respect, and for people to look at them as a valuable one, a valuable person, a person with a value and substance. Understand that that's potential. You could potentially be, you know, you are worth more than that. But will you show it? This is the will and effort of mankind. That it's our part to play. So like I said, that resistance, or rather even resisting and doing. Resisting what's wrong and doing what's right for yourself. It's all in the will of the Most High. But like I said, man, being led astray. Women at a young age. And for the adults to be, adults who lead the youth astray. Understand, just as the word even says, let no one offend one of these little ones. If anyone offends one of the little ones, it'll be better that a millstone be cast around his neck and he be thrown into the river. So understand, this stuff, man, like life, you really have to consider how you are leading, how you are being an influence, because it's not just about you. You have a time when to be selfish. That's to say, when evil stands against you, you have to keep, you have to protect yourself, But for the ones who be, what would I say, lost and naive, you have to also think of the manner you would want to walk in and lead in if they are watching. I believe that's the will of the Father. It's responsibility, man. Even as I think about the Most High, just think about that. The Most High put the Spirit. He made man in His image. He put the Spirit within us, And as I say, I believe that the man is supposed to embody the strength that comes with the Spirit, the strength of the Spirit, the masculine aspect, of creation. And the woman will represent the flesh of the man, even being made from the flesh of the man, pretty much the vessel. And so, just as we know, the battle, what I'm saying is that we, even as man, the discipline is a discipline over the flesh by the Spirit. If you walk in the Spirit, your flesh will be disciplined, will be under discipline, And so, in the same way as the Spirit is supposed to lead, and the Father even is, the Most High of all spirits, and He is the head, He is the ultimate lead. We have that ability and that also that duty to lead uprightly after Him. And the fleshly aspect of us even is the woman, and she even in our lead, she represents rather the submissiveness of our flesh, to the lead of the Spirit. Even we have a duty to submit to a spirit that's higher than ours, but we have that we embody that capability of that spiritual strength to lead, like the Most High, and a woman more so is tied or more in tune with, the physical component of the man. But at the end of the day, if all follow the way that they are supposed to follow, if the woman follows the man like how she's supposed to, and the man is following the Most High like he's supposed to, then that's the perfect order, And so understand, what you as a man of the Most High, and also you as a woman, of the Most High, what you should be looking for. It's easy to get caught up in the ways of this world, but I say for myself, man, and this world is a world of games and just lies and illusions. But life is serious. Reality is serious. The truth is serious, And it's a time when to be serious, man. And it's a time right now, more than ever. And so, and also seeking something serious, seeking the truth. You want someone who also represents the truth, who's seeking the truth as well, who's walking in the truth. You seek something serious in the midst of all of these games. So you understand, how, let's say some may feel like they tired of the games and stuff, but at the same time, some may be tired of people playing games, but at the same time, are you done playing games as well? We have to face these things, face the problems within ourselves, and also, see the problems within others, because if you work on yourself, you're gonna have to have discernment to, understand, who would you allow, or who would you seek to be with, if you're seeking that, you have to be careful who you let into your life when you're actually working towards it, because, I believe the sad reality of it is that everybody is not working towards, becoming, a child of the Most High, It's one thing to say something, it's another thing to be working on it. That takes self-reflection, that takes acknowledging your wrong ways, It takes a humbling of the spirit and a casting out of any pride, if it be any within you, It takes restraint, It takes submissiveness, man, for everybody to follow the will of the Father. So even as a man, if I even have to submit, and being like the makeup of a man, if I even have to submit to a higher calling, and in the midst of this darkness, if any woman be adding it to you as a man, it has to be a woman that's willing to submit, And the world has demonized, these terms, are just the natural ways of how it's supposed to be, but block out, the voice of the world, the voice of the enemy, You have to stand firm and stand strong with what you understand as a man, and for a woman, the same thing, you have to be firm, and give me a minute. And the unity of the man and woman in righteousness lies, life and the truth, Our roles, have to, balance one another, I consider that that's one thing I want to touch on. To receive the good things of life, is one thing. As we know, maintaining those things is that is the part that takes that work, that consistent work. Relationships or just anything, I think of in the garden with Adam and Eve. Once Adam received, Eve from the Father, the idea or the mindset is to still continue to do what he is doing in the will of the Father. Continue following the word of the Father. And she's now there as a help. But the journey is first and foremost, and that's something that a woman should understand in a relationship with the man of the Most High. You know, the journey is first and foremost. Or that's to say, you know, the will of the Father is first and foremost. The word of the Father. You know. If you lose focus of that, then where is your focus going? I believe for Adam it was Eve, you know, the woman. And so, as I said before, you know, as a woman, don't be one who rather takes opportunity to become a distraction to a man, you know. What I'm saying is that now it'd be one thing if a man is just has a lustful spirit in him, but the provoking of that spirit of a man, you know, is what I'm talking about. And if anything, you want to be a woman that helps a man get back on track. You know, when you see weakness, what is your idea? What is your mindset? And so, when one who seeks to take advantage of weakness, you know, someone's weakness, just like the enemy did to the woman, so the woman, you know, did to the man. That then shows rather a mindset of a game, you know, unseriousness, because the serious duties of life is to maintain life. So they were supposed to maintain the ways of the garden. To do outside of that, and to do rather what he said, what the Most High said not to do, you don't take it serious. You don't take it serious. Now you're rather in a game-like mentality, you know, an unserious mentality, you know. So yeah, you know, and as a man, you know, seeing the vulnerability of a woman, that's to say her uncertainty within herself. Some women play this certain role of being certain, and it's rather them trying to overcompensate, you know. I believe that, you know, what I say is upright, man, you know, you should be able to see through that, you know. Because at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words, you know. And even in a woman doing that, she's more so trying to dominate, you know, in a way. If you know yourself, let's just say pretty much, you know, you don't have to beat on your chest about who you are. But let's say for a woman, she is naturally the weaker vessel.